Hi, my name is Amita Bhattacharya, a final year MBBS student and your mentor from Admission Junction for NEET examination. So today, we are going to discuss a very important topic in physics, that is modern physics and semiconductors. So let's see the topics that we are going to discuss. We are going to discuss dual nature of matter, atoms and nuclei, and semiconductors. As we have seen the last trends of 10 to 15 years, every year, minimum of 3 to 4 questions are coming regularly from these chapters. So let us understand what is the dual nature of matter. In this topic, the most important concept is photoelectric effect. So what is photoelectric effect? Basically, we have to know what is the dual nature of matter we are talking about. So previously, it was known that light is equal to wave. But then one important scientist came who changed the concept. His name is Einstein. He introduced that light is equal to particles. He said that light comes in packets known as photons. And he introduced the photoelectric equation, which states that Ke max is equal to h nu minus phi, where h nu is photon energy and phi is the work function. This is a very important concept of threshold and stopping potential, which says that threshold frequency for electron emission, stopping potential to halt emitted electrons. That means that if the frequency is less than the threshold, no electron will be dispersed. So photoelectric effect, what it says is that emission of electrons when light strikes on metal surface, energy of incident photon must exit the work function. So there is emission of electrons when the light strikes a metal surface. Next, this is the de Broglie wavelength, de Broglie equation. Lambda is equal to h by p. All matter exhibits wave-like properties, momentum, and inversely proportional to the wavelength. So this is a very high yield topic for NEET examination, and these are the key formulas for success. Please note it down. Mainly focus on master graph analysis and direct formula applications for these topics. Common NEET questions types: graph interpretation, numerical problem using Einstein's equation, and calculations involving de Broglie wavelength for particles. Next, the atoms, Bohr model insights. There is a Rutherford versus Bohr model. Rutherford introduced planetary model, but it was unstable, and Bohr quantized orbits, electron stability, specific energy levels. Energy of the nth orbit, radius of nth orbit, and hydrogen spectrum. So this is a very important topic of hydrogen spectrum. This is a spectral series, that is Lyman, Balmer, and Paschen, arises from electron transitions between energy levels, and each series has a distinct region. This is a high yield area of nuclei, that is a binding and mass defect. It's very important. If electron jumps from higher to lower orbit, energy is emitted. So this is a mass defect and this is a binding energy. Here, key observation is nuclei around iron have the highest binding energy per nucleon. NEET focus, expect numerical problems on half-life and conceptual questions on the graph. This is the total NEET exam focus. Transition energy type of questions, half-life problems, radioactivity applications, and stability of nuclei. This is a semiconductors. Basically, there are two types of semiconductors, intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic is a pure type of semiconductors, few charge carriers, and extrinsic is doped, enhanced conductivity. We dope the semiconductors so that we dope the pure material so that it gets some sort of impurity and it acts as a semiconductor. Is a p-type and n-type of semiconductor. This is a very important question. There is p-n junction. It comes every year. Forward bias and reverse bias, the most important area for NEET. Zener breakdown concept. Focus on conceptual understanding of 5-to-1 characteristics and Zener diode applications. Now this is logic gate, very important thing. Logic circuit example, analyze simple combination of gates to determine the final output. And for NEET examination, at least one direct question has come for last 10 to 15 years on these truth tables or output for a logic circuit is expected. So very easily explaining this. AND gate, one has to repeat 2 times to get a 1. For OR gate, Anytime one has to come for one and not get is completely opposite thing. So thank you and subscribe to the YouTube channel of Admission Junction and follow all our social media platforms.